So I just got back from a trip to Cuba last month. I went with my daughter. First trip for her and first time for me in a very long time. And let me tell you, we lived off bread and butter and we would sneak some to our room, the breads and the butter packs in case we got hungry. And if anything we wanted to eat, like at the buffet, if we wanted meat, you had to wait in line and they cooked the chicken from scratch each time. If we there was another little snack bar where there was churros and popcorn, there were lineups. I would wait in line for half an hour, and by the time I get to the front, they're out of food, and I would get so frustrated. But the thing is, it is difficult for them. And in speaking with the tour guides, when we went around the city, she did let us know that ever since Trump tightened up the embargo to Cuba, it is harder for them to get things. Not to mention, with COVID going around and their primary source of income for the country being tourism, and now that being taken away, it's difficult for us. It's a privilege to have these other options and know that we'll leave Cuba and we'll be back to Canada, America, wherever, and have a plethora of food. But for the people living there, it is difficult. And the government gives out rations to families of just beans and rice. And if they go to the grocery store, they can't even buy certain things. I tried to buy a tiny tube of cookies and it was 22, 23 Canadian. The thing is, they don't have the spices. They do have a lot of other natural products like cane sugar, and they have tobacco and things like that. But the things that we're used to, condiments, they don't have it because of all of these political reasons, which I don't understand, so I can't talk about. But all I know is they're beautiful people. It's a beautiful country. They're so hospitable. I went there because we felt safe and because it was affordable. So I understood going into it, knowing that the selection of food isn't going to be the greatest. But one other tip is breakfast usually was okay. At least you have fruits. There's eggs and sausage and certain things you can kind of satiates your appetite a little bit. If you're vegetarian, it will be a little bit tougher. But yeah, I mean, you kind of get what you pay for, and you save so much money on the trip because they're economically depressed. That's going to impact the quality of service and the type of food that they have. But they're doing the absolute best that they can. So really, God